Morning everyone. As you can see, we've already started cladding the house. Now the top story is a foam cladding, basically 100mm thick polystyrene, and then you do a few things to the top of it to get it ready for render, and then you render over the top of it. Now the bottom story we will be rendering as well, except it's going to be a different product. It's going to be a Hebel power panel. I'll show you more about that later, but for now we're just doing the top half of the house, and we're not exactly doing the front either until we finish the eaves. There's a couple of inlays of shadow clad. There's one there and one on the corner. Shadow clad's like a plywood cladding. It also acts as a bracing, if you didn't know that. So I think those two in conjunction, it'll just add a little bit of contrast and kind of ties the windows in and makes them look a little bit less awkward. So that's where we're up to. Just some information for putting the cladding on. Basically, you want to run your sheets perpendicular to the orientation of your studs. So your studs are vertical. You want to run your sheets lengthways horizontally. You also want to allow 10mm between each sheet. With that 10mm gap at the end, you fill that up with an expanding foam, which kind of glues everything together and allows for any movement. You get these long screws to suit the thickness of your polystyrene. You can get it in 50, 75 and 100mm thickness. So you get your screws to suit with these plastic washers. You just put the screw through the washer, tighten it down, and that's all that holds the polystyrene to the house. Now I'm installing this off a ladder. It is one thing to install it on a ladder, it's another thing to actually render it. So I think by the time we get rendering, I'll either hire a renderer who has a scaffold or some kind of A-frames and planks, but until then I don't feel a need to rent a scaffold just to install the sheets.
This is drying now. Yeah, cool.
Looks bloody good.